Oh, they get already?
Welcome back to Beyond the Diamond podcast. I clicked it right when you started asking questions. We are live. We are talking ball. We are talking Astros New City Connect. Opening day less than a week away.
I feel like we did this right now. I don't know how we did spring training for a month. Like this month has felt so long. And
Yeah, we're just passing through it.
I mean, I'm gonna go on this on a hot take. Cam Smith's gonna be the year right fielder. It looks like because all that kid does is hit the damn baseball as hard as shit. And
Are you saying like starting opening day?
he may. I mean, there's no point if you call Cam Smith up and he's on the bench. What are we
Like
doing?
he takes
is-
Chaz's spot immediately?
Or Chaz take Jay. How's my mic not plugged in? It's plugged in.
Oh. Let me see. Make sure it's not muted on the thing.
Hot one, hot two, hut.
Should be good.
Check one, check two.
But it is muted.
Well, then unmute it.
Look at it. It just has the mute light on.
Yeah, the mute light on. You just hit the mute button and it unmutes.
Am I muted? Is it quiet?
Should be good now.
1, 2.
If he was muted and you unmuted it, should be fine.
Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2.
The light should be off.
Am I good? Volume? We're good? We're Gucci? We're
Yeah.
Gucci?
What's up, Mr.
All right.
Refrigerator?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Back to what I was saying. Cam Smith, dog. Cam Smith, probably going to be playing. And if he's on the opening day roster, he needs to start.
So
There's no point. There's no point him being up and being on the bench.
you're saying Chaz slides over to take Jake's spot?
It's the Dark Knight. You break a pool stick.
So they're
And
just
there's
Jake and Chaz another year of just platooning,
it's
fighting.
it's legitimately another Dark Knight reference where like the Joker's free like falling and he's like, me and you are together forever. Like it's just that.
Yeah.
I
mean, I don't hate it. I am always a fan of play your best players. And if they think he can learn just as much in the bigs while making a positive impact on the team, then go for it.
It's just I tweeted about it. I've been talking about it. The chaos of starting a second baseman for the first time in left field and a guy with 52 games
The outfield
in the
defense.
minor leagues and never even played right field, and he has about a week and a half in right field. It's chaos. It's just chaos ball.
I just don't understand why they're not. The idea isn't moving Paredes to second.
Because he's fat.
I know, but like
You cannot look at Isak Paredes and be like range.
but he plays he's played second. I don't know.
I mean,
But he's going to play a worse second base than Cam Smith is going to play a right field.
I just think you're going to let your athletes be athletes in the outfield. And we could talk about Altuve just because that's been the topic this past week of misplaying 2 balls. But the second one was kind of rough. I think he was kind of just trying to throw the ball before he caught it.
Yeah, it was a mental
in and out of the shadows. But I think people don't realize that a lefty side spin to a left fielder is the most ridiculous.
Both errors were on a left.
Yeah, it's lefty side spin off the ball, and he's never seen that before at second base. And there's no machine that can replicate that except live reps. And so I'm glad he saw that. I've been on this pod saying that bat ball from a lefty, the side cut spin is going to eat him up, and it's going to eat anyone up that's never played the position. I mean, and there's not a machine, there's not anything in the backfields you can do but do that. So I just think that get the demons out now, let him see it. And Altuve has been able to show you moving to his left, he's an athlete. Moving to his left, he's running down balls, and that's a more natural thing. It's the plays that he's never seen before in his career. I guarantee I put every single penny I have that he's never seen that side spin lefty cut at second base.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it's
there's-
just like
it's-
physically impossible.
yeah. And
Maybe
s-
a righty with a specific type of swing he's seen, kind of.
Yeah, but it's
it-
not the same.
It's not the same. It's something about a lefty swing that does it
Yeah.
differently.
So we have a lot of questions coming in. Let's just make this a Q&A episode.
Somebody had a good question. There we
Um,
go. Oh, somebody had a good statement. Looking at Michael Harris with the Braves when Dana was there, kind of makes you think about how he's moving with Cam Smith. Very similar situation. I don't remember how many games Michael Harris had in the minors, but he was called up pretty quick. I mean, he was only 21, I think, when he was called up.
Look it up real quick.
But that is interesting. I mean, he came from the Braves, and Braves were and are known for moving guys up pretty quick. So that's a good point.
Michael Harris.
$1 million question between DeZenzo and Cam. Who do you see making these?
Both.
Yeah, I think it's got to be both.
Both. Michael Harris the second career. Let's get all these. He played. He had 769 at bats.
It's about a season
in the minors before it got called up.
So that's about a full season.
Cam Smith had what?
He was only 20. He was still only like 21, I think, when he was called up.
Cam Smith had
50. Was it? He's played 55 games, so
like 150.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not apples to apples, but no, I think Dana Brown calls his guys up. He moves guys up through especially his guys up through the ranks pretty quickly. We saw it with Bloss, we saw it with Lopes, we saw it with DeZenzo last year. I mean, you have to give a ton of credit to Zach DeZenzo to the way he's kept his head down, to go to work, to be called up last year, to get a cup of coffee in the show, to then go to Puerto Rico, to go get extra reps in, to learn new positions. He was a shortstop at Ohio State, so he's an athlete. I mean, yeah.
I didn't know that.
So, like,
he plays second.
He's just too big now. So, but it gives you flexibility of playing first, third, corner outfields, and so I just think the upper echelon of Major League Baseball, you're kind of going to that hybrid athlete that can give you a ton of flexibility for these coaches, especially all these front offices that love Excel sheets and matchups and variables to find margins to the win. If you play in multiple positions, you're going to succeed. And I think you see it all the way from the show all the way down to like high school ball. Everyone's an athlete these days. So you're not just kind of singularly playing one sport.
Yeah.
You know, the best athletes are playing football, basketball, running track, playing soccer, swimming, etc. So let me go over. I'm pulling up YouTube right now. I know there's questions.
Here's a good one. Minors or bigs better to develop Cam? I think it depends on what he needs to develop. Like, some skills you can develop in the bigs. Some skills you really need those minor league, just time experience. But I mean, with how he looks, I mean, I think he could develop in the bigs. I mean, he has the pedigree, like the.
It's kind of crazy. I mean, if you haven't read Chandler Rome's article today, like, it was amazing over on The Athletic that he got a great kind of Q&A from all the guys, from Pianita to Dubon to Altuve, to everyone in the locker room, to Omar Lopez. He's saying that Omar gets to the weight room around 6. Cam Smith's already up in the locker room doing work for that day. So he's carrying himself like a big leader. We've seen it time and time again in these interviews. It doesn't look like the moment's too big.
It's the stuff you heard about Correa. He was
100%.
Yeah.
And I also think that there's a lot of success too of you get guys from college ball that are draft eligible sophomores. And as a draft eligible sophomore, he took his team to Omaha. I think there's a lot of pressure on college athletes these days, but especially when you're at a program like Florida State, you carry a team to Omaha. You carry a program to these kind of tiers of where you want to go. So when you come to a clubhouse like the Houston Astros, when you come to a an organization like the Houston Astros that have done nothing but win for the last decade, it's not anything new, right? You have your routine. I know and I expect to be great, and I just want to be a part of that. And I think that's how you carry yourself through that. So I think one of the big things that just kind of blows me away, he carries himself like a 10-year big leaguer. Like I think Christian Walker said that in Chandler Rome's article of he could shoot the shit and he could take the shit from the guys as well, and he's just letting it ride. So I don't think you can teach that. It's just it's special.
And that's the kind of stuff that if he didn't have that, that's where you'd be like, oh, he needs some time in the minors to mature. But the fact that he already has all that makes me think, okay, he can learn some of the more minute detail things in the bigs. You know, if he's helping the team, you know, if he's able to hit even like 270 with like a 750 OPS in the bigs right now, I think you take that.
Yeah, and Andrew, I'm scrolling back up to YouTube comments and working my way down. Andrew asked, "Do we need to really call him up already?" Though I know Dana's guys move fast, but only 55 games. I mean, it's a real argument, and I thought the biggest thing, I put the meme up of the guy on the bus and the two happy things was like Cam Smith opening day roster, or Cam Smith developing in the farm. I think either scenario I'm happy with. It kind of just goes back to, we've seen, how do I say this? One, there's a shot in the arm of energy on opening day. I said it a couple pods ago, of you can change the conversation of the Astros fan base of like, oh shit, hell yeah, Cam Smith is up, let's go get it. Like, and you kind of take that bad taste out of your mouth of Bragg's left, you traded Tucker, you lost to Detroit at home, again at home, you lost playoff games. Like, you kind of take that sting out.
Yeah.
And you can change the conversation of like, hey, brand new team, fresh start, Paredes, Walker, Cam Smith.
I mean, the three guys you just traded for Tucker
are all on the show,
impact on winning games like immediately.
But the other side, I would like him to develop, but if he develops in the show and he's just different and he's just a different beast, and
sometimes guys are just built different.
And I said in December, I gotta go pull the clip. I was like, what if he's Jackson Merrill? And I sounded crazy saying it in December. Now we're a week away from opening day, and like the kid has a legitimate shot to make the opening day roster. I mean, one of my sources is like 60%, and I was like, you were at 15% 3 weeks ago. So if I'm hearing that internally, that in the head guy is gonna, hey, this is my dude, this is my crown jewel. It almost, if it quacks like a duck, it walks like a duck, it's a duck. So I think that's why he's gonna be on opening day. But Andrew, I'm there kind of with you, like of marinating a little bit. He said, but best steaks need some good seasoning. I agree. Sometimes the steak you buy is, ready to go. So it's sometimes you get lucky. And
Sosa has a good point here, though. Bregman had 60 some games between AA and AAA before getting called up.
Yeah, sometimes you're that guy.
Sometimes guys are just guys. And I don't know if we fully expected him to be a guy, but he's a guy. So you got to let the guy be a guy.
Yeah, he's a dude. Sometimes you're a dude. Sometimes in the dude meter, you're just ready to start with capital D. Pause. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yo, Des, you ready for LSU belt ass this weekend? Yeah, I was supposed to go to the game. Tickets are like $250 at the Dish. It's gonna be a great game, LSU Texas. But Texas takes a series.
About Van Way and Okert. I really like Okert.
I like both of them.
I didn't realize we had picked up Okert. I really liked him with the Twins. It was the Twins, right?
Yeah.
I really liked his stuff, and he kind of fell off last year. But if you look at his stats a couple years before, he was like
filth.
Nasty.
Filth.
And the Astros just another arm that they just get quietly, and that is probably going to be a stud.
Larry, he's asked, can you adjust Cam Smith 474 batted ball in play? Yeah, I mean, some of these metrics are I wish we kind of got the I kind of wish we got the StatCast data throughout the season. I mean, throughout spring training. Like it's just kind of been hit and miss.
Less StatCast data this year than we had in years past. Like they took shit out.
Yeah. Here's a good point. Batted ball in play, DeZenzo is 536. Smith is 477. Last year, the average batted ball in play. Babbitt was 291. No qualified hitter at Babbitt over 370.
I mean, that's
strong.
Yeah.
I think DeZenzo he looks so confident at the plate, and it takes a lot of time to develop that in the show where you're just kind of, especially when you're not playing every day, and he has been in spring training, obviously, and he's talked about that, like the routine and getting into the games every
They
day.
have that dude playing more games than I've seen a single
It-
player play.
It took a fractured jaw to not get him to play. Like,
Yeah.
and so I think you just see that confidence, and a lot of the guys, like, it's tough, right? If you're on the bench and you play, once a week, you get a pinch hit at bat, but you're facing a guy throwing 101 with a sinker at 96 and a wipeout slider at 88. Like, that's tough. So I'm glad to see DeZenzo in kind of that routine of everyday starts, even though I know it's spring, but there's a lot of confidence there. And then the other side too, like when you have veterans struggling at spring training, you're just kind of also chalking up like, hey, it's just spring training. So it's kind of a catch-22, and you can kind of, what was the word? Cognitive dissonance you said at lunch?
Yeah.
It's a cognitive dissonance theory. Does it fit there?
I don't know. I'm not smart enough.
I just learned that word yesterday. I just tried to I try to jam it in the conversation.
Phrase of the day.
Yeah, the phrase of the day is cognitive dissonance.
I didn't even realize the game started already. Ken Smith grounded out as we're talking about him, but
are DeZenzo and Smith more exciting duo than Myers and Chaz? Look, I know that Myers and Chaz have been just kind of the punching bags of Astros Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever it is. Jake Myers, you want a hot take? Jake Myers wins the Gold Glove in center field this year. Another take, I think Chaz regresses positively back to the mean. I'm not out on either of those guys.
I think Astros fans we're very spoiled with the roster we've had. If you look at other rosters, Jake Myers and Chaz McCormick are really good play. Obviously, Chaz had a bad year last year. I'm not counting that year, but I just mean the overall body of work. Like, they're very regular level.
Good
big leaguers.
And news fucking flash. You have a second baseman playing left field, and you have a fresh green rookie in right field that's never played. You need them on that wall. Like, Jake Myers is gonna. You know what?
Be running so much.
I need everyone right now to focus. If Jake Myers doesn't get a hit the entire year, I do not care. He's going to have to cover gap to gap, 400 feet a day in center field. I think he's going to be gassed out of his mind. And if we have those guys rotate and just play stellar defense, so be it. So be it.
Let's kind of turn over to the pitching staff now. Luis Garcia going down. How much does that worry you with needing to get another starter?
Well, I looked at free agent. There's nothing. Unless you went 55-year-old Johnny Cueto or 37-year-old Lance Lynn. There's no. You're gonna have to find 100 to 140 innings in the farm, and you kind of have that a little bit with Justo and Blue Ball and Gordon. You can get there, but you're gonna have to money ball the shit out of it.
I'll take. I don't think it affects anything. I don't think they were super counting on Luis, and I wasn't. I think
I think Luis was counting on Luis
for sure. I think they have a deep enough staff as it is with some minor league reinforcements. I think it'll be okay. The only thing that does worry me a little bit, I do think Blanco will regress, as Dalton pointed out. So that worries me a little bit. I think he's probably going to slide down to your fifth starter as far as numbers.
I think now cognitive dissonance. I think you find the Tucker trade to kind of obviously, getting Hayden, because if you didn't, say you did keep Tucker, right? You are now sitting in position of oh shit, all the pressure in the world's on Lance, and all the pressure in the world is on Javier to get right by August. Now when you did make that move, you got Hayden, so you have a little insurance policy. The problem with Luis Garcia is I don't think he took 2024 seriously in his rehab of Tommy. I think there's a conversation that a lot of people have about Lance McCullers, who has battled back from injury after injury, and you've seen it documented of him grinding to get back. He left to go to the baseball ranch to find a new arm slot to alleviate pressure on his elbow. He did all these things, and now he is back, and you're expecting big things. And yeah, he'll spend some time in Sugarland to get right and get built up, but you don't hear that about Luis. And hopefully the elbow that it's barking, take some time off and he can, provide. But there's got to be a real conversation about how you carry yourself as an athlete and how you carry yourself in a rehab and how you carry yourself through the process, because it's not just not on the doctors, it's also on the athlete too. So I don't know.
You want to? I looked up cognitive dissonance for you.
Yes.
The first example: when you want to be healthy, but you don't exercise regularly or eat a nutritious diet.
Cognitive dissonance.
Phrase of the day.
Phrase of the day.
That could not have applied better.
I played. Yeah, Luis is an avid MLB The Show player. Yeah, I played him. He beat me.
Strength training stats are available on Bade Balls. Oh, Baseball Savant. I was like, what the fuck is Bade Ball? I sort of realized it was just a typo. Yeah, you can see all that. Baseball Savant. Okert has no options. Doughty's up. I think Okert makes it. The bullpen.
I think Okert makes
like
it. I mean, Van Way makes it.
You think both of them make it? I don't know if it's both.
I mean, Whitley's going to be on the IL. Excuse me.
Let's go back to front. We got Hader, Abreu, Scott.
Is Montero making it?
King for
Kings
sure.
make King. I mean, you have a lot of spots open. You have a lot of spots
outside
open.
of the guaranteed guys. There's a lot of. I'm probably forgetting somebody. Ort's hurt. Fucking Whitley's back down. There's
Ort and Whitley are not going to be. That's why there's. I think there's 4 spots. So I think it's going to be
so many, there's
Van Way. I think it's going to be Montero. I think it's going to be Okert. So
thoughts on Lance?
I've never been more proud of an athlete. I mean, it's
been a tough few years.
If 2 years ago someone said, "Hey, you don't have to work ever again, and you have 80 million guaranteed," all right,
yeah.
But to bear down and get back and grind through it for 720 plus days,
just fighting the muscles in your arm,
fighting everything,
just like this is his war right here.
And I think it's more right here too. I don't think anyone's really talking about this battle.
Makes that tough, trying to get through that.
And I haven't been able to talk to him, but you're not going on a far limb to be like, hey, the battle that you had right here every single day for 2.5 years, it's
literally
something.
So much of the fan base turns on you for something that's not your fault.
Yeah.
As you're trying to grow, obviously there's nothing heroic about starting a business, but it's just showing that he's trying to grow roots in Houston. He wants to be a Houston guy through and through. He has his foundation. He does stuff in the city, but because of that, he's more
you're out there.
Yeah, he's putting himself out there, and then you get all the comments of get on the field, stop doing all this other stuff.
It's crazy.
And he's working through it.
It's crazy.
He grinded, and I thought he looked pretty good. I was a little worried. They didn't have the speed on there, but
I think Tag said he got up to 93.
Yeah, I like to hear that. I think he's going to be a different pitcher. I think he's going to be a lot more sinker, finesse type stuff. I mean, you just hope you can get innings out of him. Well, if you can get 100 innings out of Lance McCullers this year, your starting pitching is going to be in a good place.
It'd be a good spot.
Yeah,
that'd be a really good spot. 100 innings would be perfect.
Do we think he makes? We think he's ready opening day, or you think he still needs a few weeks?
I don't think we see him until May.
May, Jesus. Okay, I think it's 2 weeks.
No, he needs he needs 5 starts. He threw 8 pitches.
Well, he said in the interview after the thing that was way shorter than any of his. He's been going 70, 80 pitches and live BP stuff. And that was they just start him off slow. I think next time he goes out, he's going to go at least 3.
No, I think he's a month.
Really?
Yeah. And there's no point. I mean, like, it's
Yeah, it's
three
not like they
it's
need to
3
rush
turn. Yeah, 3 turns of the rotation. It's fine. I need Lance. I need Lance in August, September. Then I need him in April, May. So,
We'll try and get him on the pod when he comes back.
yeah, we'll reach out to his team. Reach out to Chris. Brendan Rodgers a little knock. Okay, who started today for the Astros?
Yeah, so
Framberstern.
This is the question I have. If we're saying both Cam and DeZenzo make the roster, some people are falling off.
Yeah,
Is that Singleton? Are we saying goodbye to John Singleton? Is that
I
Brendan
think
Rodgers not making it?
I think Rodgers is out. I think Guillermo's out. I mean, there's no point of carrying the super utility glove guys when you can have boppers on the bench. Like,
I agree.
give me runs scored over a good glove in 0 for 3.
Cam Smith. Oh shit. Cam Smith rookie of the year odds dropped to 1,300. He said his buddy got it at 10,000. That's a pretty good snag.
That is a solid snag,
like
Ryan.
even if you put in like
10,000. Cam Smith. Damn, we're idiots. We should have done that. Jeremy Pena. I think one of the big things this spring to just keep talking on this conversation of spring training stats is Jeremy Pena. Did he open?
Beep, 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 beep. Chaz McCormick 3-run tank just now in spring training. Sorry, continue.
Competition breeds success. That's what it does. Okay. What if we just did this? You moved your second baseman back to second base. You put the big guy in left field. Hey, Cam Smith, you can DH. And Chad, you got right.
But this is
I felt like a boomer saying that because I'm so pro Altuve in left field, and you need some solid defensive stuff over there.
No, but the thing I like about this team more than other teams in the past, where they lack in, I guess, experience and like known skill level, they make up for it in versatility. I mean, we talked about it in the past. Any one of these guys,
versatility don't get you dubs, though. That's the.
I mean, it might. I mean, it might not only. It might make you more versatile with your lineup and being able to pinch hit. You have a lot more flexibility with like I can pinch hit a guy in a big tight close game in the 7th and not have to worry about, well, shit, I don't have anybody if I need to pinch hit in the 9th. Like you have a deeper bench, and then also I think for the sake of health, you don't have to have a guy play every single game and run himself in the ground because you have guys that can slide over to cover their position.
I kind of have a 2-part question that's just in my head. It's kind of just bouncing around. With the American League so wide open, why do you not go over the tax threshold and go for it? 1. 2, if we're paying $200 for these jerseys, for what? Why is the whole city paying $200 for these sick jerseys? For what? We're not re-signing franchise players. So when I say that, is it a league-wide thing where, hey, the Dodgers is doing their own thing, but the lockout is looming in 2026? Do we just stay below the threshold as a business across the league, not just the Astros, teams across the league, right? It was like a fury to get below the tax threshold. Do we do that because we know a lockout's looming? Like we don't want to be paid, like, like all this stuff secured, like because we don't know the unknown. I don't know. I feel like I have a lot of questions.
No, I mean, or is the plan to rock with what you have for now? And
then go get it.
And then go get it to the deadline and make some big trades.
Cam Smith's gonna love San Francisco.
Who do we want from San Francisco?
Oh, you know who's in San Francisco, dude. I don't have to say
Oh
it.
My God. No, we can't. We're not doing that again.
No, I mean they better not. I
mean, he did look fucking. He looked good.
He has looked good.
He looked good.
He has looked good over in San Francisco. Not for $15.5 million or whatever it was, but he's looked good. If the Astros did that, I'd be done. I'd
Oh my
100%.
god,
I'd be
yeah,
100%
no,
mine.
no, I'd be like, all right,
I'm a fan of the Shield again.
What are we
I'm a
doing?
fan of the Shield.
105 off the bat for Chaz's 3-run bomb.
I love.
Hey, I don't ever think I'm any sort of Chaz hater. I have a bet with Junior from our F1 podcast.
Yeah, go check him out.
You can check out the F1 podcast around the circuit on apollo3.com.
Jeremy Pena double. I mean, Jeremy Pena may be a superstar. If Jeremy Pena is a superstar
I
this
think
year,
he's turning it around.
if Jeremy Pena is a superstar this year, then this whole season's floor is
Jeremy Pena,
elevated.
Who is what his OPS was like exactly the same 2 years, like 721.
It's
721.
1994 right now. It is 1,994.
I think he's going to be an 800 OPS guy this year. I don't think he's going to be super. I don't know, but I think he's going to be a good defensive shortstop and an 800 OPS guy. What is he now? 27, 28?
Jeremy Pena?
Yeah. He was 25 when he came up, I thought.
Can I? Oh yeah. Let me see if I look at this.
He was one of the older prospects.
He's 27.
I think he's hitting his prime.
Okay, so his career OPS is 706. So if he's a 800. If Diaz, if Diaz, Pena, and Jordan, okay, hold on. If Diaz and Pena elevate to another level, I'm saying the way that people talk about Adley Rutschman, people are going to be talking about Yonder Diaz this year, I believe.
Yep.
I think he had some shit luck on home runs. Not that home runs is a end all be all. I think it was like at 19. I think he's 25 to 30 pop guy. But he brings everything else, right? Doubles, average, OPS. He takes that step up. If Jeremy Pena becomes an 800 OPS player with Gold Glove defense, and Yordan Alvarez is a top 3 MVP guy,
we're talking.
But the problem is it's not far fetched, but it feels like these scenarios, like a lot of shit has to go right for that to happen.
Well, we all know what Pena's problem has always been.
Sliders away.
And if I haven't been watching every at bat of his this spring, I'm sure they've thrown some to him. If that's what he's figured out, it's almost nicer. I know you know more about this than I do about playing, but it's almost nicer to know clearly what your weakness is and to be able to try and work on it, rather than it being some mystery like, oh, maybe like, what am I doing? Like, he knows we know what the issue was with Pena, and if he's found a way to lay off of them and recognize the fastball better or whatever it is, like, that's all he needs to do, and he could hit 821, 40 doubles a season. Like, I don't think he's going to be a 20 home run dude. I think he's going to be a lot of doubles, a lot of singles, stolen base, using his. I mean, he's supposed to steal what was it? He
has a bet with Clarkie for 50 bag swipe. Yeah. If Jeremy Pena swipes 50 bags and has an 800 OPS,
he might win fucking.
He's
Silver Slugger.
I mean, I don't think he's gonna dethrone Bobby Witt Jr.
Oh,
but if Jeremy Pena could force his way into a Bobby Witt Jr. conversation, not even not even Bobby Witt Jr. street. If you could be in Bobby Witt Jr. neighborhood,
if he could be down like a couple streets down, like
howdy neighbor,
he can wave at him. I mean, and that's your number like 6 hitter. Like, that's nice. That's nice. We've really been up and down on this pod.
Like, at this point, my only question marks is your third baseman and your first baseman.
Well, first baseman because of health.
Yeah,
but I think he's a stud. I'm not worried about how.
Christian Walker is a stud. He's also going to be 35 years old, and he has a bad oblique 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I just need that guy to get healthy. ASAP Rocky.
I mean, is there a world where Paredes is playing?
I'm just
3 out of 4 games, taking days off, and Cam is filling in. Brady's is playing mostly home stands to take advantage of Crawford. Anytime we play in a deep left field, you start Cam.
Oh, it would make me disgusted. Cam could win Rookie of the Year, and it made me disgusted that we traded Kyle Tucker, and Paredes isn't playing every day and doing what we're like. I don't know. If Brian said it in the group message, he needs to hit 1 home run, or I can just go crazy and I can tweet in all caps, and I'll be back on the Paredes bandwagon. But I'm just so. Disgusted watching him play. It's just disgusting. Ugh.
Let's do a quick number guess in the chat, and for you. As we're just saying this, Isak Paredes just hit a RBI single.
Good.
Scored.
Well, he finally did something.
Hey,
this
you
spring
think where do you
training.
think the single went?
Left field?
yeah, it did. How many home runs does Isak Paredes hit off? How many Chick-fil-A sandwiches does he get? for
Ooh,
Houstonians this year?
hopefully.
I think at least 3.
Yeah.
And that's
That
a high
seems like-
number for a single person to hit. But
Yeah, I think 3. I think that's a good number. I mean, the dude just has that
I mean, are we
Sunday league leg kick swing for the Crawford boxes.
I
Like
mean,
that-
there's a situation where 3 years from now we're calling them the Paredes boxes.
no, 100%. I
He's
mean,
hitting-
because he has 90 home runs
Yeah,
all
like,
there, and 86 are
It's
there.
like you go to a game, everybody in the Crawford boxes are wearing Paredes jerseys, and they're ready to catch a ball. from
Paredes
them.
Park.
Oh, alliteration. I like that.
Yeah, hey, offense, go hang 4. Go hang 4. The staff can do it.
Astros up 4-0. See what happens when we pod. We do a live stream while they're playing.
I just there is a worry, and I think fans said this on Twitter, that I think everyone now is properly in the neighborhood of being bullish on this pitching staff, starting rotation. But so was the Seattle Mariners and their fans, and their offense just could not get there. That is a scenario that could happen to this team. I think it's lower than most, but you have to. There is that fear. Like we can't all be sunshine and rainbows and think 92.5. That's why I think the margins are so tight for the Rangers, Astros, Mariners in that spread of 84 to 87 wins.
I think the key that you mentioned is the key to the season is who can do the best against the A's.
Yeah, I think the Oakland A's have the keys to who wins the American League West.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever plays Oakland the best wins the West. Because I think Oakland's good Sacramento. Damn, we
keep
just
calling them
dead
Oakland.
name. We just dead name them for like.
Keep calling them. They're that city deserves that team, and it's really fucking dumb that they left.
The A's hold the keys to the American League
Athletics.
West because I think their offense is really good. The young guys are good.
Nasty.
Sevy early is going to be a problem for teams just because he's front end stuff. But
I think if you combine the offense of the A's and the pitching staff of the Mariners, that's a team better
Actually,
than the
you're-
Dodgers.
well, I don't know about that, but
I mean,
they play him tight. Also at that park too, is the ball flying there?
I was just about to say it's supposed to be hot summers there.
The ball's gonna be jumping.
I think that's when we see Paredes probably take most days off. Playing in that hot sun out there. A's are like a Red Skull in game. Yeah.
A soul for a soul.
Yeah.
That's what he says, right?
Yeah, I think so. You knew the accent.
No.
No, I'm really interested to see how this offense performs because I think you're right. I think if you say the Mariners are an A+ rotation with a C offense, the Astros are more like a B+ rotation with a B offense or something like that, where it's like instead of they're better. They have obviously a way better offense than the Mariners. And it's just how much is that pitching staff worse? We'll see. I think they're going to be fucking great. We've been saying we're bullish on Hunter Brown. Eric Getty, when he came in the other day, every time he's come out this spring, he's looked more mature and more like he knows, like he's not just spraying and praying, like he's pitching.
That's a good line right there.
Yeah, I think the only guy I'm worried about in their rotation is Blanco.
Yeah, but I think you can.
He's looked okay.
Do I think Ronel Blanco's going to do what he did last year? No. Do I think he can be a constant anchor in the starting 5 like Jose Urquidy has done?
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, I think he'll give you innings
Yeah.
for sure.
I think that's what you
I
need.
Think, yeah.
You-
No,
like-
so I think he'll be a solid number 4, number 5 guy, like a 4.2 ERA, 200 innings.
Hell, and if
which-
he finds it again, lightning in a bottle, it's great. Hayden's look good. A lot of punchies. Very much feels like Spencer, like hell or high water. I'm gonna get my 8 punchies. I may give
Yeah.
up 8. I may give up 1, but I'm gonna get my 8 strikeouts.
over under 3.4 ERA for Framber Valdez.
Under.
Contract year, you think he shows up?
If there's ever time for Framber Valdez to go for a Cy Young,
Yeah,
it's gonna be contract year Framber.
I'll take it.
And-
If Framber and Hunter this year are even 3/4 of what Verlander and Cole were in 2019,
That's asking a lot.
I mean,
No, I know.
we were talking
I
about
called.
them both
I called.
being Cy
Yeah,
Young
yeah.
caliber,
No,
so
yeah.
3/4 as in like
When you put it like that,
200 Ks and like a 2 ERA.
hit that like and subscribe button because I'm dumb for saying that. I guess.
We'll see. I mean, I'm
I don't know,
I
Jim.
keep going back and forth between
Jim.
optimistic and like pessimistic about this season, but I kind of like it. Like it's kind of fun.
Jim, I don't know, Jim.
It's a lot more fun now than it might be a month from now. I'll say that.
Well, I don't want to. There's very few guarantees in life. I don't think the Astros are going to start the way they did last year, because if they do, I'll be in the Gulf of Mexico. I'll walk in the Gulf of Mexico. So,
I mean,
I won't be there to see it not turn around, because if it does it
pretty
again, I'm done.
difficult to go that bad again. It's almost harder to do than to be good.
So the Astros start obviously next Thursday. We're gonna confirm where we're gonna be. I need to talk to Raul here after this. Next Thursday at
Let's
3,
see.
Friday at
Oh, boy.
7, Saturday at 6:15.
We're off Sunday.
Off
Weird
Sunday.
Sunday off. That threw me off.
Does Justin Verlander make his first start for the San Francisco Giants on Monday, March 31st against the Houston Astros?
I think he does.
I think he
'Cause
does.
I think they have 3 other guys that are going to start over him.
So you
don't know.
get Soto for 3. Friends of the program, the Staniks are in town. We need to be like, what's up? Then JV, then to go see Carlos Correa in the Twins home opener. We're just on this reunion tour. And then we go to the Pacific Northwest for 3 against the Mariners. That's actually a good shot in the arm right there. Get some good quality division baseball going. And then Angels, Cardinals, Padres, Blue Jays,
mean, I
Royals,
think that's a-
Tigers, White Sox. Yeah, I mean,
That's a
by
winnable
May
thing.
4th, we'll have more than 7 wins because we do play the White Sox 3 times.
Did we only have 7 wins in the first fucking?
What were we? 7-19?
Yeah,
7
it
and
was not
7 and
good.
23?
It's not good.
Thoughts on the
I didn't
Rockets?
realize
They may win it all.
I didn't realize our Instagram chat wasn't updating, so I'm going to scroll through
Mm.
these real quick. Astros won Zenzo getting every day at bats. Same with Cam. That's what Chandler Rome said. Yeah. Sadly, I think Singleton's gone by May. Rogers could be a starting second baseman opening day. Dupont's strictly utility guy. I can see that, but also I think if Cam Smith and Zenzo make it, Rogers is not.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Josh's fantasy projections. Let's not. I actually am projected to beat you, David. So
Oh, you did your fantasy draft?
Yeah.
Nice.
we had to do it before the Tokyo series.
Oh, shit.
We had to do it real early. All right. And that's it on IG. Caught up.
Thoughts on the Rockets? Rockets are going to be tough out. I don't see them winning it, but it's going to be one of those teams where, like, damn, they took us to 6 or 7. Like, they're just a tough out team right now, but they're maybe young and dumb enough to win it all. So it's exciting.
I think, I think the NBA
Larry-
in general is top heavy, and if you can find a way to
It's be a tough out.
kill the top, you can do it.
Be a tough out.
Victor Scott just hit a home run off of Framber, a little solo shot. Speaking about the Reds, Red Skull, I like that from Sosa. I too saw the postseason once. I even held it in my hand
Oh, is that a? It's a
from when he's like,
oh yeah.
feels
There's
like-
your edit right there, dude.
I know. Well, I feel
One
like
of
it's
the
a very pro A's edit that I don't really feel like
I don't
making.
know.
Monday might be Mets Verlander shirt day for me. Oh my god, Kush. It feels like we forgot. It feels like we forgot we got shut out against the Tigers and sent home. Give me bats. Yeah. No, that's what I've been screaming all offseason. I think this pitching staff is good enough. They needed consistent bats, and between what Cam Smith's been doing and what DeZenzo's been showing, and hopefully Pena stepping it up, I feel a lot better about the bottom of our order now than I did at the end of last year.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
I don't know. I mean, something about the calendar turning over and opening day, just the fresh slate, fresh page, and
It's like Schrodinger's cat. I mean, anything can happen right now. They could be a World Series winning team. You don't know. It's all in the future.
hey, ChatGPT, what is Schrodinger's cat?
You know, Schrodinger's cat is the whole thing of like,
Is that the thing from
If they
the
ca- if
Prestige with the cat being multiplied with Tesla?
I think the Schrodinger's cat thing is like I forget how the situation starts, but there's a cat in the box and like you leave it in there forever or whatever. You have
They
no
left the cat in the box forever.
you have no way to know like that cat could be alive or dead. You don't know until you open the box and confirm. So it's like a Tucker sold my fantasy team in Tokyo.
Schrodinger's cat.
Walker and Paredes are way better than most Astros fans understand. I agree on Walker. Paredes, I think, is going to have I think he's going to be worth the trade. I'll say that. I think him and I think the trade is going to be in the Astros' favor. I think he hits 30-something bombs with like 820 OPS, something like that. Yeah, Framber's looking okay. Give up a solo bomb. And then a double right after that. So, and then now he's at a long at bat where he just stepped off the mound. So, wish I could watch it. And you could see that go over Des.
I'm reading Schrodinger's cat on Wikipedia right now, behind the scenes. That's what you guys come here to see. Schrodinger's cat. This is gonna really fuck with my head this entire weekend now.
Yeah, it's like a psychological.
Yeah, it has poison and it has atoms and it
that's what
has
it is. That's what it is.
radioactive
You put a
sources.
cat in a box with a little dish of poison, and like
And a
you
radioactive
don't
source.
know. You don't know if the
Cat's dead, dude. Cat's for sure dead.
You don't know.
There's poison in there with the cat.
But the cat could just be chilling. You don't know if it licked the poison and died or not.
Man.
You'll find out opening day. All right.
We need a Geiger counter.
Yeah.
A radioactive source.
Dude, this building.
And a single
probably
atom decaying. Okay, we need all of that. So hit our link or hit our Venmo, and we're gonna go buy an internal radiation monitor and a flask of poison and a cat in a box. That's what we're gonna do.
Sonny Gray coming in the mound for Sonny Gray facing Cam Smith right now. That's a fun comp.
Yeah, I do think the offense. It does seem like the offense has been hitting against major league pitching way better than facing all the Jimmy and Joes of spring training.
For sure. I mean, we said this would be the test.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and I think Chaz's home run today is going to carry a ton of weight with going yak off Sonny Gray. 2025 WRC projections plus Paredes 127, Bregman 118. That's a good number. I'll take that.
I think Paredes is a upgrade over Bregman offensively. Defensively, it's a different story.
Offensively, yeah.
I think Walker's clearly an upgrade over what we've had at first base all last year.
Is WRC plus
weighted runs created plus?
No, I knew that one. But is that the one that's all fields are equal?
I think so.
Right?
I think it takes park factors.
It takes the park factors.
I think that's what the plus.
The plus is park factors, right? His hair is.
I think
poofier
it
than
was
usual.
weighted is. I don't know. I'm like, it's one of those things where like I can say the things to act like I'm a little smarter than I am, but once you ask a deeper question, I'm just.
The man just learned about cognitive dissonance. Let's slow down. Look, I didn't.
You learned a lot today.
I didn't come here to play school. Look, I didn't go to the Harvard or South to learn about books. I hit the baseball.
Framber got out of the inning. Let's see how Cam Smith's at bat goes.
Actually, as we wait for Cam Smith's at bat, can we just talk about the Chicago Cubs enjoying the entire Ryan Presley experience in Tokyo? Legitimately walks the bases loaded, about 75 arm shakes.
Yeah.
4-6-3 double play, gets out of it.
Yeah.
Bada bing, bada boom. He walks right off the mountain. It doesn't matter
nothing
if you're in. It doesn't matter if you're in Philadelphia. It doesn't matter if you're at Minute Maid Park. It doesn't matter if you're playing in the Tokyo series. We're gonna get the arm shakes. We're gonna have a little stress. We're gonna have bases loaded. We're gonna get out of it. 4-6-3, except against Detroit. But you know,
We got a
you win some, you lose some.
we got a bullshit called strike on Cam. 77-mile-an-hour curveball. Then he's thrown 2 sweepers.
His eye's
Fouled
been
off.
really good at the plate.
2 sweepers fouled off, and then he watched another sweeper off the plate for a ball.
He's got a really good eye.
I haven't seen the. Obviously, I can't see what the swing looks like, but I mean, Sonny Gray is a vet. Is a very good vet.
Are
facing
they?
this
They're playing at Roger Dean.
I think so. Oh, and he got called out on a bullshit strike.
Yeah, that's off the plate. Blue.
That's not on Cam.
Gotta.
Yeah, that's when they. I wonder if it updates you when they do that. I don't think Cam Smith is going to be the one using their challenge. So
I also want to know like the internal.
there's for
Like-
sure
like,
you don't fucking
You
use that,
don't
Ricky.
use that. Yeah. You know who probably uses it like instantly is Scherzer, just to get him out of the way. He's like, all right, I'm done.
He would,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like he's. Have you ever thought about live streaming commentary for games?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
we
do
do.
it.
When we do live streams, we have the audio going.
We'll be doing day games this year.
Yeah, I think we're trying to average one a week.
Yeah. If there's road
If there's a
If-
road,
if there's a road
day
day game during the
game,
week.
we'll be doing a live stream.
Yeah.
During the week. On the weekends, I'll do yard work and listen to the radio.
yeah. So probably the first one would be the San Francisco game, the Wednesday after opening day. Last game of the homestand, San Francisco. No, that's a home game. The next game, Thursday, 3:10.
Yeah, the Correa
there's
Twins day game.
Average. There's one day game a week,
All of April, like every Wednesday.
except for 1 week in April. Yeah, but the first road trip. Jesus, I forgot the word. The first
There you
road
go.
trip. There's two.
Oh,
two
like
day
us
games.
doing commentating. Ooh, I don't think we have
No,
that in
no,
the
I don't
bag.
have
I don't
the
think we have
skill
that
in
in our
that.
bag.
Brian might. But
Brian does his TK impersonation.
I mean, you and
pretty
Brian
good.
could do it. Like Brian could be play-by-play, and you could.
Yeah, I'd be the color guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's just the name of the But yeah, no, there's gonna be plenty of day games coming up that we can do.
Cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance. Actually,
let's call it.
let's end it. No, hold on. Before we call it, before I get canceled. Your midnight journey to get that hat in
Oh,
Jersey.
yeah. No, it's pretty cool. I mean, cost
Cost-
arm and
cost-
a leg.
Cost was
and
up. Cost
I was
up there.
exhausted, but yeah. No,
my
I think
shoes.
that they did a pretty good job. It was a success.
It was a what?
A success.
Okay.
I caught it. I'm tripping. I like the jersey. I really like the lettering.
I like the back of the jersey tremendously.
Yeah, I like the back a lot more than I like the front. But I don't really like the
Pause.
Union Station thing. I mean, it's okay.
You don't like it? I love it.
Mm.
It's better than an oxy patch.
For sure. I mean, yeah. I mean, a lot.
I wish it
of
was.
better.
I wish it was kind of like an actual patch.
Yeah.
I love the
don't hate
trimming.
it.
I love the trimming. I think
This is my favorite part for sure.
the player wear
it does look better on players.
is going to be really
I
good.
do really like that it has actual. You can't really see it because it's white on white, but the piping on the
Yeah, that's good. That's a good touch.
in person it looks a lot better than if it was just the gradient.
I do
I
agree.
don't
It
like
was
the lettering
cream.
font.
If it was cream or off white, buddy, we'd be cooking.
I think cream-
Cooking.
It's tough though because it's still very futuristic. I was kind of it's still in the lane that the first one was, and I was kind of hoping for them to go like a totally different direction. Like it's still in that same space, futuristic,
Yeah.
like look. I would have much rather gone for like a retro cream type of thing.
Yeah. Well, also I think that's very funny. I think with those jerseys, I like them more than the original Space City. Like I love the tops of the Space City. I didn't like the pajama pant softball travel tournament team bottoms.
I didn't.
Ugh, I hate
It's the
it.
same as this.
Ugh. No, but it's white. It's white with blue piping, dude. That's
But the other
fresh.
one was like it's the same color. It goes white.
Ugh.
This is white on white.
Ugh.
Same pajama type. But you have the same color. tops
No,
as
it's
bottom.
different. It's different. You have white pants with blue trim piping.
The other ones
Torque
were
me
blue
up.
pants with the
Torque me. Those are
orange
that's
piping.
that's how big leaguers should look.
Now, I do agree. I think
Not
cleaner.
travel ball softball pants. You know who else does that? University of Tennessee does that. It drives me
You know,
bananas.
you know what? It hit a lot of bombs in those pants though. Isak Paredes.
Yeah.
Him and
Him in the
space-
softball pants. So he
Yeah.
would have. He would have been right with this swing.
Oh, dude! One day I'm gonna design my own space, like City Connect.
I did like how the numbers on the. I don't like where the number we talked about. I don't like where the numbers are on the front.
Yeah, I think they were. I think
it would have been better on that because there's just so much white space over there.
Yeah.
But I do like the color scheme of how 27 is highlighted with everything else. I think that's or obviously the numbers, but also like single digits are so tough. Like the single digit on the front just looks awkward.
Yeah. 27 always works.
27 works. People forget.
Yeah,
That's my
I
number.
really like the hat. The hat's my favorite part. I would say.
Yeah. A lot of UTA vibes, but yeah, I like it.
Well, I mean, it's a version of an old Astros hat already.
Yeah. I do like
Combined with the
I do
star.
like the star. I mean, that's just 90s.
One day
for
I'll design a cream jersey with like baby blue in there and like something really good.
some cream. Yeah, cream jerseys are sick. Like the little JFK reference. I think it's kind of fitting.
I really like that.
that
Our very first launch video for Apollo.
have that.
I used that
Yeah.
speech, that clip.
It was actually funny because I was on page 7,000 of the JFK files. This jersey, we just had to wait for the JFK
Yeah,
files
that's
to
what
drop
they had to wait for.
for the jersey to drop.
Yeah.
But yeah, get a little rice.
Hat was
Talk.
$40. It was all pretty costly. I'll say that. They're and if it won't, but if it gets reflected on the payroll, I'll feel a lot better about buying it.
Cam Smith, here's your extension
Yeah.
right now. Actually, let's extend Yonder Diaz right now and maybe Jeremy
Yes,
Pena
I agree with
and Hunter Brown.
I agree with extending Yana first.
But yeah, I think we're gonna drop our cadence next. We're gonna start next week with the new cadence.
Technically, yeah, if we're gonna do one Sunday, then
Yeah. So moving forward, Sunday evening, we'll be doing a recorded episode to drop on Monday. We haven't decided Tuesday or Wednesday yet. If we do Tuesday, it'll be a Wednesday episode. If it's a Wednesday, it'll be a Thursday episode. And then we'll do Friday lives at noon throughout the season.
We're still trying to work through Brian's new job.
Yeah, Brian's new schedule.
It'll probably we'll probably have to record like evening. So
Yeah. So we'll figure out what that middle part. I think maybe early on throughout the first month, that middle is going to be fluid.
Yeah.
But Monday, Friday for sure. We'll be remote on the Monday episodes, Friday lives, and then we'll figure out the middle. Next week we'll have a season preview. We'll be doing positional previews, and obviously we'll be having an opening day event. Most likely at Raul's. I gotta get with him after this.
we have a lot of shit dropping.
We have a new shirt dropping. If you haven't checked out our socials at Apollo HOU, our Twitter, on Instagram, we have some teasers. A new shirt dropping. H-Summers, everyone's kind of refreshed. I used another word.
Revamped.
No, I'll remember that
Reloaded?
word. But it's great. Our quality of products insane. We partner. Can we say who we partnered with?
No,
No.
we're gonna announce that.
Okay. But top of the line. Those will be dropping Thursday.
Opening day.
Opening day will be dropping the new
new
shirts
shirt
Thursday.
will be
You can get
available opening day.
in person Thursday and
person.
Friday.
Yes, and then
all
drop
available
online
online after.
yes,
Um,
that's the plan. We have a lot of content we've been shooting, a lot of stuff coming out this week. I've been working on the hype video,
yeah, high budget. Sick.
so we have a lot of shit.
I'm
coming out
actually in
next
this
week.
video. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for putting me in the video.
You're in it twice, 3 times, I think.
Fuck yeah. Okay, but other than that, that's gonna be the cadence. Shout out to Zing Zang, You Zing, We Zang, #1 margarita mix, #1 Bloody Mary mix, spicy, comes ready, pre-made. We have the michelada mix, the ready to go drinks with vodka already in it. Big City Wings, Houston's Wing Joint, Apollo's Wing Joint. We were there yesterday for March Madness. Go check them out. Look at Big City Wings at their socials or at bigcitywings.com to find the one nearest to you. Go catch a game. We spent like 4 hours there yesterday just
Watching some
grinding
madness.
March Madness, and also I was watching 90s baseball on MLB Network.
Dude,
and Garrett was
I
getting
wanna
so
start
mad at me.
Just doing like we do a live stream where we just watch some random fucking game from the 1995.
Yeah.
It's fun. I like
Yeah.
it. It's like you're like, oh, who's that in the crowd?
Yeah.
Oh, who's that?
We saw Cal Ripken's game when he broke the streak. Al Gore was there. Bill Clinton was there, and he was drinking on a mixed drink. Lou Gehrig wasn't there. Joe DiMaggio was there.
Yes.
Joe DiMaggio was
It
there.
was not Luke Gehrig.
It was like the who's who of people there. It was pretty cool. Kevin Costner was not there. But other than that, it was the who's
He's
who.
probably at his house.
who's of people there. So Gary got mad at me for that. So new shirt, new cadence, more shows, more content.
Big year.
I'm already tired. I'm gonna sleep all weekend. I'll see y'all Monday. Peace. Peace. Love you guys. We're on Spotify. We should have led with the show with that.
Yeah, we should.
We're on Spotify.
Go follow. Give us 5 stars. All that.
Please.
Thank you.
Love you
and
guys.
See you later.
Unmute it. Is it unmuted?
Yeah.
Cognitive dissonance.
Go to your cat.